The exciting thing for us is always the letters we get or the comments we have of people that have been born again because of reading this book. Just recently, I had a Jewish evangelist tell me about his sister-in-law who had sent a copy of Left Behind to her brother-in-law, and how thrilled she was that after praying for him for years, he had accepted Jesus Christ 2 months before he was involved in the tragedy at 9/11 and was killed. So he will be in heaven because she sent him a copy of Left Behind. And that kind of thing can be, with 65 million books out there, that can be repeated over and over again. When we get to heaven, it's going to be exciting to find the people that have come to faith in Christ, not only in English, but in the other 34 languages of the world that have been translated into. The exciting thing for a minister is to help people spiritually. If they're saved, you want to help them mature in Christ and serve Him more. And if they're unsaved, to lead them to Christ. And we've had both experiences of people who come up to us and they, with their heart on their sleeve, they have to tell us, oh, I've got to tell you this story. It's either about how they've come to Christ or their children have. And we just have all kinds of stories of lives being changed. And I would say the most important thing to us is to see or to hear of people whose lives have been transformed by the power of Jesus Christ, proving that the preaching of the cross is the power of God. It may be the foolishness of the world, but to us it is the power of God, and it's demonstrated by the conversion people have.
I think what encapsulates the whole experience for me is that when we have readers tell us that, your books changed my life. There are novelists, even general market novelists, who people will say that to. But when they say that to us, when people say, your books changed my life, they mean it literally. They've gone from darkness to light. They've gone from death to life. And that is more important to us than any royalty check, any bestseller list, any award we could ever get for it. I mean, it's very gratifying for writers to be lauded and to have books sell. But we're not in that for this. From day one, our point was, yes, we're not hiding in the fact that we have a message, and this is our message, that we want you to be ready. And so if people tell us it's changed their lives, they mean it for real. The Left Behind readers are really everything to me. I mean, writing is a very solitary profession. When I think back on these individual books, I can remember where I was when I wrote them, where we were living at the time, which room of the house I was in. And every time I think back on that, I'm alone. Now, I may come out for a break, I may come out for lunch, talk to my wife, whatever, but the work is lonely work. And I've got Dr. LaHaye's material there, and I can call him on the phone or we can email or whatever, but I'm working alone. So when we get out to autograph parties or store appearances and meet the readers, that's really the payoff. I mean, these are the people you've been writing for, and you don't get to see them face to face except in that context. And then to have them tell you, I've passed this book along. I mean, for every book that we sign, that people say, I've given this to 10 different people, so who knows how many readers there are. Out of those 65 million sales, how many readers there are, we don't know, but it's wonderful to get to meet them once in a while.